I've had it. I've had it of being called a racist. I've had it of being told that I'm somehow inferior, that I'm less educated, that I'm somehow a 10-toothed rube, like Rick Wilson said on CNN, that I'm a racist if I disagree with the disastrous positions of Black Lives Matter that would be bad not only for all Americans, but particularly for Black Americans. I'm tired of saying if I don't believe corporate-led revolutions that somehow that makes me an immoral person. I'm tired of people saying that I have to cower down and shut my mouth or I'll lose my job if I don't cow down to this mob. I'm tired of having to say, yeah, I hear you. Maybe there's a case for tearing down Confederate statues. I don't care. I don't have any love for Confederate statues. I don't care. But I'm not going to give in to the mob. I'm tired of it. It's worth fighting for its own sake. We're not going to listen to a bunch of people that hate this country and want to overthrow it and return us to segregation and want to make us a globalist, fascist, Marxist society. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of trying to calmly explain to people things like why toddlers shouldn't be able to vote and why you shouldn't be allowed to take people's property and we should have property rights. I'm tired of explaining to people why the police should arrest people that steal from stores, why they should arrest people that are skipping out on subway tolls. These are all conversations I've had this week. I'm tired. The people among us that know the least are the most arrogant and most confident that they know more than everyone else. I'm sick and tired of it. They don't live in the real world. They don't have real jobs. I had someone tell me about COVID. I said, how long do we have to get locked down in your world? They said, I live in Australia. The government just pays us. We could stay locked down indefinitely. I have to explain to you that if no one's working, let's just make it real simple. If no one's working on the farms, how's the government going to send you food? I'm tired of it. I'm tired of being attacked. I'm tired of having been crushed in the culture war. I'm tired of Republican leaders that claim that they're defending us that aren't doing squat. I'm tired of on my radio show when I bring Republicans on, they say, yeah, we got to get back in the fight. And all they're doing is proposing legislation and filing court cases that they eventually lose. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of people getting in touch with me saying that they're going to contact my employer and get me fired because I had the temerity to argue against Black Lives Matter. I'm sick and tired of having to pretend, oh, it's a noble thing. What they're doing out there is noble. It's not. They're terrorists. Does that mean everyone involved with them is? No. But if you're aligned with terrorists and you're marching with terrorists, then you're hurting this country. And I'm tired of pretending it's not the case. We have a nerve. We have backbones on here. Where's our leaders? I go in a panel, people say, can we just agree? I'm a conservative, but can we just agree if Trump would just wear a mask, then COVID would be solved? Really? So it's just about masks now. So we didn't need the lockdown. Well, no, you still need the lockdown, but let's be honest, it's Republicans. Really? It wasn't Democrats and their experts that said it was okay to go out by the hundreds of thousands and protest for Black Lives Matter, shoulder to shoulder, while they're burning down buildings. Well, all the scientists say that those contact tracers proved that the Black Lives Matter protests didn't spread the virus. Fuck you! I'm tired of the... Ugh. Your experts are full of it, if that's what they're claiming. These two things can't be true. That if you're shoulder to shoulder and if you're in large crowds, you spread COVID, but not if you're protesting for Black Lives Matter. Either they were wrong originally or they're wrong now. And I'm tired of being treated because they have the experts. The experts say this. Then I'm done with the experts. I don't care. The same experts, 5,000 of them that signed on, that said science, technology, engineering, and math is racist. The same experts that are endorsing Black Lives Matter, that's against the values of the Enlightenment and doesn't believe there's a thing such as truth, that's been attacking all of our hard sciences and arts, those experts? I'm tired of it. And we have to pretend. Oh, no. Here's a paper I have from the experts. These great experts that did this study say that, Black Lives Matter couldn't have spread this disease. Thousands of Bush officials have signed on to elect Joe Biden. Thousands of former intel officials have signed on that Trump's needs to be impeached over the Ukraine. They didn't care about Biden's quid pro quo that Trump was trying to investigate. They don't care that the president of Ukraine's top prosecutor has came public with evidence that Biden committed extortion with U.S. tax dollars, including audio from Joe Biden himself, including financial transactions. They don't care. The experts didn't care about that. But Trump investigating it. The same experts that told us the FBI didn't do anything wrong in the Russia investigation. Only they did. It's war. That's what it is. I'm not advocating violence. Breitbart was a prophet. He saw this in 2008. Listen to him. You know what Breitbart's background was? He said, here's how I got into it. I lived in LA. I was a socialite. I went to all the cocktail and pool parties where everyone laughed at flyover country. But then he visited flyover country and he realized how arrogant and horrible and wrong all of these institutions were. We're talking about institutional and systemic bigotry and racism. Name me one institution that sticks up for rural America, for flyover country. Give me one. We're just told how privileged we are if we have a certain skin color. And God forbid you be a person of color from flyover country or a conservative person of color. You'll get attacked even harder. Look, I love Breitbart and he's an inspiration to me. But I don't need someone to come in and fight for me anymore. I'm going to fight for myself. I don't care what it costs. I'm sick and tired of the deck being stacked against people like us, normal Americans, being stacked against us, and us having to constantly grovel or be silent out of fear or wait for some leader to come along. There is no leader coming along. It's up to us. I'm sick and tired of the lies and the misdirection and the sophistry and the excuses and the hypocrisy. I showed you that video the other day. Black Lives Matter protesters start beating this man. What's the first thing the crowd starts yelling? Don't record it. Don't record it. Don't record it. They're liars. They don't want it recorded because they don't want it to be shown the thug terrorists that they are. But I have to believe 99% of these protesters are peaceful. So they sit around and watch innocents get beat and watch stores get burned? Oh, but it's all the police officers' fault. All of the violence was because tear gas was shot. It's garbage and you know it. And I'm tired of engaging on that level and pretending that these people are arguing in good faith. They're not. And if they are arguing in good faith, they're so ignorant that it makes worthwhile dialogue almost impossible. I'll keep plugging away. I'll keep doing these debates. I'll keep being polite. I'll keep keeping an open mind. But I know what they're doing. I know. And make no mistake about it, they're winning. They are winning. They've won the culture war. They control academia. They control the media. They control Silicon Valley. They control the entertainment industry. They control corporate America. All of it. Go order a McDonald's cheeseburger. Let me know what their motto is now. Turn on Amazon. Get some Ben & Jerry's ice cream. Go to Chase Bank. Any corporation. Nike. All buying into the Marxist terrorists trying to overthrow this country. All the great people in my family, in my life, in my community, all they want to do is go to work 40, 50, 60 hours a week and provide for their families. And they're treated like shit over and over and over. And I'm sick of it. That's what keeps me going, them. We have a Marxist fascist revolution. Why isn't it directed at the people in charge? If you think that there's systemic racism, why aren't you directing your protest and your riots at the people that control the systems? Instead, you're rioting in inner city communities, burning down black communities, and directing your anger at normal Americans. And making it somehow racial, as if all white people are responsible or white people have original sin. Can't you see this is exactly what the establishment wants? Because their biggest fear is that people, regardless of skin color, will come together and say, this establishment has screwed us over for 60 years. But you can't bring that up or you're called a racist.